Okay, another new video. Today we're going to be installing this body kit on my 240. So I have this Fine Line full body kit. It's a D-Max replica. We have side skirts, rear bumper, front bumper, rear overs, front fenders. These are already on here, but just self-tap. So we're going to be replacing those with riv nuts. I already have some damage here from Winter Jam. I found the wall at Winter Jam. But this side is perfectly fine. Got some marks on the bash bar, exhaust, taillight. What we have to mount this to the car is riv nuts. We have M8 riv nut, M6, drill bits for the riv nuts, drill bits for the bolts, and then we have our hardware here, drill, and that's all I should need. This kit was already on the car fully self-tapped, but I took it off because I didn't want to ruin it like I did the rear quarter at Winter Jam. So you can imagine if I had a rear bumper on there, that would have been completely destroyed. So I'm glad it's only just an over. I could just buy a new one or just fix this. Okay, so what I'm going to start with first is the rear overs. You can see there's been multiple different rear overs on this car, and there's multiple holes under this. So I got to be careful to remember that this goes in this hole. Once I take this off, you'll see that there's like 3 holes right next to it. Okay, so I got the over fender off. You can see it's easy to get lost and not know which hole you just drilled out. This one's a good one. You know, there's 4 right there, 2 almost on top of each other. So just be careful with that. So I got this over fender drilled out already, so the bigger bolt hole. And now I'm gonna drill out these little holes to get the riv nuts in. As you can see, all drilled out, inserted in, nice and center. So we got that one, that one, that one. That's already drilled out for the bigger M6 nut. So the end result is gonna look like this. There you go. Some nice hardware. So now this side's gonna be done. I'll get back to you guys once this is done. That side's done. Rear bumper's on, side skirt's on, and then we'll see everything except the front bumper. Okay, here we go. Side skirts are on. I just have this hardware. I need longer hex heads, so that's a long one in there. These shorter ones didn't reach through the side skirt and then into the fender. Same thing with this corner, but that's on. You can see on there and there. Side skirt's on, over fender's on, bumper's on. This lip right here is way too crushed to put hardware here, so just did the corners. Right here we have 4. I'm gonna cut that one off, bend a new one to this bumper, make new pedestals. So like new ones of these, I don't know what you would call this, but make new bars of those so that it's up higher, and then that should hold the bumper up, and then just riv nut the fenders to the bumper. Should be good. So I made a new bash bar for this car, and where you can't see it, but I made a new bash bar for this car, and it looks like the measurements from that one are gonna work on this one. So I'm just gonna bend that same thing up, and it should work out just fine. All right, we got our dial, we have our marks all along the bar. You can see you need at least like 3 inches here for this bolt to actually grab the front of it. And as you're bending, you don't want the back to slide out, so you need at least like another 6 back here. And let's say you're doing this bend, but your start of your bend is probably like right here. As this is going around the die, it's just gonna slide out. So this is the end of it, it's just gonna slide out. So if I bend this, you can see it goes forward. It would just slide out if you didn't have enough length at the end of that. So you need extra on the ends to make sure you can get your bend all the way through. You can see bend starts there, stops there, starts there, stops there, starts there, stops there. We're on the last one. this off. We're already locked in, so we're good. And this is gonna max out pretty soon. So this is what I mean. I'm already at the end of it. So I should have had a little extra, but we're already at where we need to be. That's good. So the end of that had 6 inches. So you need at least 6 inches or more if you're using this exact tool. For anyone wondering. So here's the bash bar. You can see it's on the money. It's gonna sit in there perfectly. Cool. Intercooler's over there. I was able to get it in and out just fine, so I'm okay with this being part of the car. Go ahead and MIG weld this in. Okay, fully welded in. Looks all right. I don't really care on this one, but yeah, fully welded in. Just gonna hit it with some Steel It. Not really worried about overspray because the whole thing needs to get painted. Last thing that's left to do is put the bumper on the car. So that's just gonna be 4 riv nuts, and that's on. I'll show you guys what this all looks like in the day tomorrow. Here is the kit, fully mounted up. It looks really good. I don't have corner lights or a grill. It doesn't bother me. It looks sick. All nice and clean. Cleaned up good. Wash the engine bay as well. Here we go, is the final product. I washed it, put gas in it, drove it around for like an hour to make sure everything else is all good. It looks so good. Besides that quarter panel that I smushed in, it looks good. Now the next step is to paint the whole thing, or just don't even do it at all and just go drive and enjoy it and not worry about having a pretty car that's gonna get smashed up. And that's the plan with this one. I don't mind seeing a couple walls. Not a big deal to me. Really happy with how this looks now though. It's a complete car versus what it looked like when I got it. And if you saw what it looked like, it was rough. So now this is a complete car. All right, well, thanks for watching.